Right now we're joined by Dan the Bull Bobish, about to make his second appearance here at the Pride Fighting Championship. It's Inferno. Dan, you're coming off a debut, which was a truncated one as you suffered an eye injury at the hands of Gary Goodrich and took the loss. What is the severity of the eye injury at the time, and how have you recovered from that injury?
When the sun went through my eye, I got a fractured orbit. I found out after a CAT scan going to the ophthalmologist. And a little bit of nerve damage. I went and got a CAT scan, and they cleared me 4 weeks ago. And I was asked to fight 3 weeks ago, and I accepted.
Okay, it's going to be a classic confrontation. You being the wrestler, Igor Vovchanchyn, of course, the Pride veteran, a feared striker. What's your strategy for this fight?
I got to get a hold of Igor and get him to the ground and pound the hell out of him.
Now, Wapo, coming up, it's a survival match here at Pride FC Inferno, featuring a classic confrontation between the wrestler Dan the Bull Bobish and a Pride veteran, a striker, and Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchyn. Both of them coming off losses, both of them looking for a spot at Total Elimination 2004.
Yeah, you know what? Bobish's last fight, he got the thumb in the eye. Like he told us in the pre-interviews, you know, he had they scanned his brain, his skull actually.
Suffered an orbit injury is what they call it.
An orbit injury, yes. That's exactly the word.
Something from outer space or something.
Yes, he knows, you know, he speaks the words English. I'm just a Dutch guy. Anyway, an orbit, something from outer space. I think this is the classical setup. I mean, we have the wrestler, we have the striker. Bobish is going to try to take the fight to the ground. No doubt. Vovchanchyn is going to try to knock him out on his feet. No doubt. There you go.
So Vovchanchyn, Bobish, again, both coming off setbacks, both looking for an opportunity to participate in Total Elimination 2004. Should be a great matchup, and it's coming right up here at Inferno. Boss, we are going to kick off Pride Fighting Championships Inferno with one of 4 survival matches. It will pit Igor Vovchanchyn versus Dan Bobish. Both of them coming off losses, as you mentioned. Bobish losing to Gary Goodrich in his Pride debut at Pride Final Conflict, while Vovchanchyn, on the other hand, suffered one of the most devastating knockouts we've ever seen in Pride when he was KO'd by Mirko Krokop at Total Elimination 2003.
Yes, you're absolutely right, and they both have to overcome that. It's very difficult for a fighter that if you have been KO'd and then make a comeback, that KO will always be in your mind, in your head, because now you are aware that you're vulnerable and that you can be KO'd.
Of course, Igor Vovchanchyn made it to the final match of the original, the inaugural Pride Grand Prix 2000 before losing in the championship bout to Mark Coleman. He wants to make it to Total Elimination 2004, and after a very short debut by Bobish against Gary Goodrich, where he suffered a fractured orbit in his eye, he wants to also be a contender and prove to everyone here in Pride that he belongs.
Wow, look at Dan standing here, and Igor, I've never seen him look like this. He is ready.
The bell goes, and we are underway. Of course, Vovchanchyn, a very feared striker. Bobish wants to take this to the ground, and early. Will it be wise for him to engage in a stand-up war with Vovchanchyn?
No, it would not be wise, because Vovchanchyn has a lot of experience. He came from a striking background. He started with kickboxing and then started doing sambo. So his kickboxing is really good, like everybody knows. Bobish is doing good. He's keeping a good distance. He's changing legs, right leg, southpaw stance, then goes back to normal stance. Nice hook there, nice right hook. If that lands, it could be a perfect setup for a takedown.
He is stalking Vovchanchyn, backing him up now at center ring. Both of them going through a bit of a mental feeling out process here. None of them wanting to engage early on, knowing what is at stake. An automatic spot at Total Elimination 2004, which will begin April 25th.
Yeah, now this thing what Bobish did, coming in without punching, is not good. That was the first strike from Vovchanchyn, which made contact, not hard contact, but you see he is measuring his distance. He's measuring and see how low the reach of Bobish is, and once he found out, he's going to capitalize on it.
Of course, Bobish will be looking for the shot.
Yep.
Again, his nickname is the Bull, and he'll be attempting to be the proverbial bull in the china shop, even though we are here in Japan. That's what he wants to do with Vovchanchyn, but you cannot be careless with a striker the quality of Igor Vovchanchyn.
Yes, I know, but hey, listen, he's got a lot of pounds behind him, Bobish.
Well, he definitely outweighs him by a fair margin.
Oh, yeah, but what he has to do is he starts striking and then go for the takedown. Not this, look at this. He's behind his legs, he's taking takedown.
And there we go with the can opener attempt there, just trying to smother Bobish on his chest is Vovchanchyn in the open guard now.
Yes, it's an open guard. It must be almost, because I don't think he can close his legs around the waist because he's so huge. It's unbelievable.
And of course, Vovchanchyn is allowed a 4-point attack, even though weight difference of 15 kilograms. Actually, Bobish outweighs him by some 130 pounds in this matchup.
Yeah, it's wild.
And the referee brings the fighters back to their feet.
Restarted the center of the ring, which is very good for Bobish, this.
Actually, you're right. They're going to restart in the guard of Vovchanchyn. Bobish just smothering him there, trying to take advantage of his massive girth.
What he should do is just grab behind with one arm and then pass the guard and go for side mount position.
Now he's picking up, single leg pickup, and just slams Vovchanchyn to the mat.
Now he's going, oh, he almost went to the side mount.
And he's so big that it's almost impossible for Vovchanchyn to get a closed guard, even if he wants one. And the best way to break the guard, of course, is to attack the ankles, but Bobish right now just trying to cross-face him, smother him, look for an opportunity perhaps to engage in some ground and pound.
This is what he should do, what he's doing right now, but he should keep himself closer to him so Igor cannot skip out and go to the guard again. And it's not a close guard. Again, like we said, now 3 times in a row, he cannot close it.
There's a nice right hand to the face of Vovchanchyn by Bobish. Again, he's a very powerful man, Bobish.
Yes, now he's going to go to the side mount. There we go.
Cross-side position.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is where Bobish is the most dangerous. This is a lot of power, guys. Look at the legs. He's looking for the corner. Is corner. We have Nicole and Ron. They're shouting for knees. But I see that Bobish is looking for that armbar and neck crank, and he'll probably want to go for the figure 4.
Bobish made his MMA debut years ago, brought to the sport by Dan Severn. There's a knee to the head. There's a good strategy employed by Bobish.
Yep. Oh, that was a hard knee. That last one, that was really connecting.
Maintaining side control is Bobish. Of course, Vovchanchyn trying to squirm out, trying to scramble underneath, but how? It's almost impossible with a 130-pound weight advantage for Bobish.
Yeah, but he sits on his knee, so it is.
Now the full mount.
Full mount. That is bad position for Vovchanchyn.
And here we could see some ground and pound by Dan the Bull Bobish as he's posturing straight up. Vovchanchyn now trying to defend. He's no way he can buck him off. No way he can explode the hips, boss.
No, it's very difficult because it's what, 385 pounds. This is so much. It's how can you get that off?
The Toledo's at 355 coming here. He wants to get down to about 320 if he does advance to total elimination 2004. But here he is high up now. And what would you suggest here as he continues to just take the shots? Vovchanchyn, knowing there's a big weight disadvantage, what does he have to do, boss, to try to get himself out of this very dire circumstance?
It's very difficult, but you can. Switch on your left hip or your right hip, stretch one leg, and then go and then escape a leg, so you can go to a half guard, and from there you're going to work to a full guard.
Bobish is doing a great job here. He's got the hooks in, distributing his weight beautifully.
He's setting a
looking for an Americana there, the top wrist lock. Bobish now going back to cross-side position, and he's in the half guard.
He's trying to go for a side choke, I think. Now he's trying to go for the full mount again.
Cross-facing him. Again, opening up the guard, if you will, the hand guard of Vovchanchyn. We are into the final 5 minutes of the first round. Again, opening round is 10 minutes, followed by 2 5-minute rounds here at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno.
And he's going
for that Americana again.
Yeah, once he gets it, he's going to swing to the side. And then he's going to have it because he's very strong.
Again, his corner had implored him earlier to do some knee damage on side position. He did it to the head. Now it would be wise, if he does gain the upper hand here, as we see him still stuck in a half guard, to try to rein in some knees to the body, soften him up, boss.
Yep,
there's going for the Americana.
Let's work the knees, come on.
He's got a bridge up now.
And in his corner, Bobish has his significant other, Nicole Bobish and Ron Slusarski, both of them yelling for him to work the knees. Still caught in that half guard, but doing a great job here in round number 1 of using his weight and power is Dan the Bull Bobish.
Yeah, Dan has to try to go for the mount or the side mount position again. Just pull his leg out and go to the half mount, the side mount position. That would be the best thing for him to do right now.
He's expending some energy. Again, he's very conditioned for his size. Went to Mount Union College, Ohio, was a national champion in 1992 in freestyle wrestling, the NCAA champ. Was a 3-time All-American wrestler, was Dan Bobish, but he again taking on Pride veteran Igor Vovchanchyn, who You never know when he will strike, but it's almost impossible from this vantage point.
Yeah, right now Bobish is on the winning end here, but do not underestimate Igor Vovchanchyn. He fought big guys too, and he defeated big guys. Hey, he defeated Marqueur one time, so never underestimate him.
You can't say that Bobish is laying and praying, because he is definitely on the attack, but I do notice that the attack is beginning to subside, become a little slower here.
Yeah, he should just go to the side mount, and you can do way more damage from there with the knees, what he was doing before, than in this position.
He's cross-facing Vovchanchyn. Now would be a good chance to try another right hand, blocked by Vovchanchyn. Now Vovchanchyn almost into the spider guard here, boss, grabbing his wrist.
3 minutes. He has to pass the guard, and Vovchanchyn has to do anything. Push him away.
It does appear to me that Bobish is tiring, however. Fatigue on his face. He's worked very diligently. He's done a great job. But again, Vovchanchyn underneath was smothered by him. But look at him. He's bending over, breathing laboriously.
That is
and
not
a yellow
good.
card being issued.
You never want to show your opponent that you're tired. This is not a good sign, because that will give your opponent wings, so to say.
Well, fans applauding the fact that they're brought back up to their feet. Here is Igor Vovchanchyn's familiar territory. This is where he is at his most dangerous. Kick by Vovchanchyn.
Yep, and he's going for the body, which is a very smart thing to do.
He's not known as a world-class kickboxer, but those strikes,
Left
that
hook
right hand right to the face.
Left hook there from Bob's left hook, right
Nice
straight again, and a
combination.
kick. Whoa. And he's attacking the body like you see the side of the liver, because he sees that Bobish is tired, and that's what you want to attack. The solar plexus and the liver, those are the weak points.
There's
Nice
a shot.
shot.
Nice takedown defense, a good sprawl by Vovchanchyn. Into a guillotine position, perhaps no tending night now to just rain down the right hands. Bobish looking to bully his way. Oh, a knee right up the middle, legs point side. He catches the single leg, does Bobish, and he falls back into side position on Vovchanchyn along the ropes.
Yeah, this took a lot of energy for Bobish. I'm telling you, he's going to go for a reverse figure four, it looks like.
Now he's doing what you have always asked fighters to do in this position, Boss Rutan, and that is to go on the attack. But look at him. It looks like he's tired. It looks like he's a spent fighter right now, Boss.
Yeah, but you know what? It's 2 minutes left, and if he's a smart fighter, I would hang out here now. I would move a little bit, but I would rest. And then
risk the run of gaining another yellow card for passivity, non-aggression, and now they do move them back to center.
I know, but I take a yellow card over a knockout, okay?
Well, I agree with you, but you don't want to incur the wrath of the referee at any time. Let's face it. Side mount again by Bobish here, the center of the ring. Now a knee to the head.
He should start kneeing to the head, to the body more.
You know, both of these warriors are fathers. They're family men. North-south, yes, reining in the knees. We can tell you that Bobish is the father of a 4-year-old daughter, Angelina Rose, while Vovchanchyn has just welcomed a new member to his family, the 4-month-old Zlata, a very unique name in his native country. It means golden girl. He wants to turn in a golden performance here tonight, but he is being thwarted right now by the American Bobish.
And look at this. He's giving Bobish knees from his back. There's one last minute. If Bobish is smart, he should ride it out real easy here. Pick your shots.
There's some knees from the bottom by Vovchanchyn, and they find their mark.
Now he goes figure four. We got it.
There's the Americana attempt here.
He has to pull the arm down now. He has to pull his hand to the hip of Vovchanchyn.
He's hyperextending it. The Americana.
No, he's
fittingly put on by the American Bobish.
Yeah, he should push his hand down to the same line as Vovchanchyn's shoulders. That's what he should do. Bring it there. He does it wrong now. He does it wrong. Bring it down to his head. He's got to bring it down to his head.
And that may just be a lack of experience with submission-style fighting there. Bobish had the Americana, is forced to break it, so Vovchanchyn dodges another bullet here at Inferno.
Wow. And it's almost the end of round number 1. He should finish strong now.
30 seconds, gotta work.
He's trying to go to full mount, but it doesn't work now. He has it.
Bobish's corner man, Slesarski, yelling for him to work, and there is the end of round number 1. A great round of action there. Dan the Bull Bobish maintaining control, but Igor Vovchanchyn, the veteran, surviving the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, from my side here, what the people can't see at home, Bobish looks very tired right now. Vovchanchyn looks fresh, although he always looks like this because he bruises easy. He's like me, he's a bruiser, you know, you touch him and he's got bruises. But he looks in well conditioned, while Bobish is standing here, and he really is going to need his break now. The
Of course, this is the event Inferno. We had a huge event New Year's Eve, which was called Pride Shockwave 2003. Who will ever forget the epic battle? We'll get to that in a moment. Let's revisit the action.
He's going to lift him up. Lift him up here with the Achilles tendon pull, which won't do a lot of things. Only in training it will hurt. With a lot of adrenaline running through your system, that doesn't work. But this really works. Knees to the head. But if you knee to the head, he starts to block the knees. Why on earth doesn't he knee him to the body then? He has to defend the knee to the body, and then the head becomes free again, and you can go back to the head. Look at this, bang. That nearly glassed kick to the body will probably be the best thing for Igor to do right now.
And we see again the side mount by Bobish, where he was for a big duration of that opening round. It had some knee damage. As you can see, the face of Vovchanchyn, it shows the wear and tear of that opening 10 minutes. We were mentioning the Shockwave 2003 special featuring the epic battle between Antonio Rogerio Nogueira and Kazushi Sakuraba. The Pride Shockwave 2003 DVD will be available very soon at pridefc.com. Make sure you watch for it.
Yep, and they're sitting there. Everybody's making discussions. It looks like it's a long. You have a 2-minute break.
There's Vovchanchyn, of course, who says his best fight was a victory over Mark Kerr at Pride 12. Kerr making his long-awaited return to Pride here tonight. He says his toughest opponents, Vovchanchyn, were Quentin Jackson and Mirko Krokop, but I would say that he will add Dan the Bull Bobish to that list if it continues the way we saw in the first round.
Wow, round number 2. Yeah, Bobish is going to be... It's conditioning. It's conditioning now.
Of course, Vovchanchyn will want to turn it up a notch, try to get through the guard of Bobish. Bobish straight ahead again, met with a knee, and Vovchanchyn doing a good job of escaping. Bobish with that looping wild right hand.
Yep, but it takes a lot of energy out of you, and you have 2 more 5-minute rounds to go, so... With somebody who's been in the ring for like 20 times.
It looks
who
like
has experience, you know.
Yeah, you're right, boss. It looks like Vovchanchyn wants to draw Bobish in, and he's okay with the counterattack. Another great sprawl there, some good takedown defense, and there's that knee to the head you talked about.
Ooh,
Looked like he was setting him up for another one.
Another one, yes, sir.
There's a right hand that catches Bobish. Remember, he was injured in that right eye against Gary Goodrich, suffering a fractured orbit in that loss. And
Beautiful
now another sprawl
here. Now he starts the knees.
And the fans responding in kind. With the there's a kick, another kick, and the tables have been turned here in round number 2. Igor Vovchanchyn, the veteran, perhaps a little rope-a-dope action in that opening round, as he definitely has turned it up here against Dan the Bull Bobish. There's a strike.
Yep, it's unbelievable that he goes to the ground. I would say just stand up.
He says he's been working on his submissions. Following the loss to Mirko Krokop, he's been working on submission. He's comfortable in the guard. He has the full mount here, boss.
Yeah, but he should cross-face Bobish right now. There you go, cross-face and push himself out, and then start to attack. Bobish has to buck up, because I don't think that...
And like he does have the size advantage to do just that. Oh, but he's met with another right. And there's just a great job here. The barrage of punches being executed by Vovchanchyn.
Okay, Bobish says no more.
That's it. Dan Bobish has verbally tapped.
Yep.
And Igor Vovchanchyn successful here at Pride FC Inferno. Vovchanchyn, the first participant to officially be entered in Total Elimination 2004, which will get underway April 25th at 1 minute and 45 seconds of the second round. The fight is stopped. Dan the Bull Bobish looking very good in the opening round. Spent too much energy, unfortunately. Expend too much. And Vovchanchyn is a winner here at Inferno, boss.
Wow, yes, and with that weight difference, that's impressive. Really impressive.
And to be fair to Bobish, that may just be a lack of experience on his part. Not pacing himself well. Not maybe, yeah, the pace of the fight. Much too soon for Bobish. He exploded too early. Threw every weapon in his arsenal at Vovchanchyn in the first round, but Igor Vovchanchyn defeats him here via TKO.
Yeah, you said it in the beginning that Bobish would like to fight on 320, and he's 355 right now, so that is 35 pounds, right? Yes. And 35 pounds less, you will be in a better shape, trust me. You know, you move lighter. It's like 35 pounds carrying extra 45 over 35 pounds on you.
Vovchanchyn at 220 pounds, he's right where he wants to be. And ice cold Igor Vovchanchyn is on his way to Total Elimination 2004.
And here we see the replay, you know, some body shots to set the shots to the head up. Yep. And Bobish is just passing us and he says, deliver, it F hurts, he says.
The trademark liver shot.
That's the liver shot.
So Igor Vovchanchyn, very happy and on his way to his goal in 2004 to becoming Pride Heavyweight Champion. He's gone through step number 1, and on April 25th, he will indeed be a member of the 16-man total elimination tournament beginning April 25th.
Do you think Igor still has it?
I would say that Mr. Vovchanchyn has it and then some.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in so many fights, and he now coming back to face a guy that is so much bigger and larger and stronger than you, and then come out as a victory, it's incredible.